Mission 1: The Missing. It has been less than a week since the destruction of Laurentia and the appearance of the Shadowdeep, but in that time, the world has seemingly gone mad. Reports of strange creatures and evil robed men are flooding in from all along the new border. Even with every soldier, ranger, and volunteer mobilized, the kingdom is stretched thin. 3 days ago, a veteran ranger by the name of Aventine went out to investigate reports of an attack on a nearby village. He has not returned. Determined to find the missing ranger, you have gathered what companions you can and set off for the village. It's an 8-hour hike over difficult terrain. Scenario 1: The deserted village. As soon as you came within sight of the nameless village, you knew that something wasn't right. There was no sound of man or animal, no movement except for the gentle swaying of the trees in the breeze. Closer in, you could see bodies lying in the dirt and smell the stench of death. Undaunted, you covered your face and carried on. Whatever happened here, it was your duty to try to discover the truth and, if possible, determine the fate of Aventine. You had just reached the center of the village and were about to split up to search when a horrible moaning sound came from all around. And that's where we're going to begin our play of the deserted village. Sir Aldric and his Red Hawk Retinue are at the center of the village, where we have to figure out what happened to this village in Aventine. So we're going to start our playthrough of Rangers of Shadowdeep. We've already done the setup for the deserted village. I'll just point a few things out here before we get started. There are 6 clues on the map, 4 in each corner. So there's a clue in this house. There's this altar as another clue. And then there's a clue behind the house. And then on the other side of the map, there's a clue in this house. Both these houses are locked. I have to get into there. There's a clue by this tree stump. And then this little box crate thing is the other clue. We randomly rolled for the clues and we randomly rolled for the 2 rats. There's a giant rat over here, a little bit small, and there's a giant rat way back here. We've got 4 zombies on each corner, 6 inches from the table. We've got our event deck. So we shuffle these up. Then when we get to the event phase, we'll draw a card and we'll see what happens. And then we're going to go ahead and begin. So we're going to start with the turn phase. We have our little cheat sheet here. Ranger phase, we just have 1 ranger. So the ranger with the highest will and up to 2 companions can activate. And on your turn, you have 2 actions. One has to be a move. And if you contact a clue marker, you immediately stop and make a roll on the clue table. We have 8 rounds to complete this mission. I'm going to track this with this little die. Or if we clear the table, we can call it. And we'll just start our adventure. So, Sir Aldric, Ranger phase. He's going to go ahead and activate first for round 1. And he's going to activate 2 companions with him. When you do a group activation, you always have to do your moves first, and then each unit has to do a move first. So let me see. Can we get to the first zombie? We need to be within 1 inch of her. Don't think we're quite within the inch. I think we're going to have Sir Aldric start heading over here to this house with the spy and his squire. And then hopefully the archer can take out this zombie before it gets too close. Oh, that's going to reach. We're going to have to go after the zombie first. Right, so we're going to do a group activation. Let's go ahead and activate Sir Aldric for sure. He's going to move 6. He's going to come over there. And then we will activate the archer and his squire. So his squire is going to move here. The archer is not going to move, but they're going to take a shot when it's their turn. And then is this 1 inch? It is an inch. So that means that they can engage. And then we'll do our combat. So Aldric has moved. He's gotten within an inch of this zombie. And we're going to go ahead and do our attack here. All right, so the black die will be the rangers. The green die will be the zombies. And actually, before I do that, let me show you guys the zombie stats. Let's see here. We can see this. 1 second. All right, so the zombies have move of 4, fight +0, shoot +0. They won't be shooting. 12 armor, 0 will, and 6 life. So they can block 12. And while I'm here, I'll just go over the rats as well. The rats have a move of 6, fight +0, shoot +0, armor of 6, will 0, and 1 life. And if you take damage from the rat, you could get diseased. You have to make a skill of 8. Oh, and one other thing I forgot. In the beginning of the match, one of us has to make a perception check to see about one of these clues. It has a value of 8. If we pass, then we get to move the clue closer. So let me see if anybody has a good perception that we want to have try to roll that before we go into our combat. Let's see. Does anybody navigation +3? Elena, the healer, has read runes. Ceres, the spy, Picklox, and still strength. So nobody has perception except for Sir Aldric. Sir Aldric has a +1 in perception. So let's see if he's able to notice anything. He's an 8 or higher. Ooh, that's a 20. That is a success. So we can move a clue 6 inches closer. And I think let's go ahead and move. Let's go ahead and move. Let's move the one that's behind this building 6 inches closer. So 6 inches, that'll put it right in front of the building. And then we'll have like 2 clues that we can get relatively close to each other. Now, hopefully I didn't blow the good roll on that. All right, so Sir Aldric is going to attack. He technically has to complete his movement, so he won't get the +2 bonus yet. He's moving up and attacking, and then his companion will attack. So this is for Sir Aldric versus the zombie. 18 and a 15. So in this game, when you roll higher, so he rolled an 18, that is higher than the 15, he wins the combat. So you take the 18 and you subtract the enemy's armor. In this case, the zombie has an armor of 12. So 18 minus 12 is 6. The zombie takes 6 damage, and he immediately slashes the zombie down to the ground. That's a great start. All right. So that means next up, our squire can go, and they don't have to do anything except move again. So we can have the squire move half of his movement. So he'll move 3 more. And do we want him to head over to this zombie? Let's see. He technically would have been back here, but we'll have him move 3. I don't want him to be within 4. Let's have him move 3 towards this. So he'll move that way. And then next up, we're going to have our archer go. So Crow the archer, he's not gonna move. He's gonna take a shot at this rat. So there's a rat right in front of this forge. So he's gonna take a shot at that little guy right there. Intervening terrain. So he probably shooting over this. So we'll give him a -1 to a shot. Black die is for the hero. 3 and a 2, so that is a miss. And that is going to complete the ranger phase. Now we have the creature phase. Creatures with the highest health activate in descending order. So that means the zombies are going to activate. They have a movement of 4. All right, so we will have, there's one that's dead. This one that's right here, he'll move 4. So basically move 6. And they'll head towards the nearest person. So his first move is 4. And then the second move, they can move half of their move. So it'll be 6. So he will head over there. Same for these guys that are at the other end of the table. They're going to head towards the center. So they'll do 6. This guy will come right here. He's not within 1 inch yet, so he won't snap 2. And then this one, 4, he'll try to climb over these barrels and he'll have to stop right there as he tries to get over those barrels. All right, next up. So now we are going to be to the companion phase. Oh, no, we're not. The rats still have to go. So the rats can move 6. So they can basically move 9. So we'll start with this rat that's back here at the small end of the table. So there's one that's way over here. So he's going to move 6, 7, 8, 9. He'll get way up here. And then this rat that he missed is going to be 6. And then 3 more inches. 7, 8, 9. He will get up to the archer and be able to snap into combat with the archer. All right, so those guys are all engaged. But he won't be able to attack yet. That's all of the creatures. Now we have the companion phase. So we've got Kron, our spy, and our healer. So I think Sarah's Veil, a spy, I think she's going to make her way towards that clue in the back. So she can move 6 and 3 is 9. So Saris, this is Saris right here. We're going to have her start dashing over towards this building. So we're going to have her try to get over there. So she can stay outside of 1 inch. 6 and 3, she's going to dash over here, get to the locked door. That's both her actions. Then Kron's going to activate. He's going to move up next to the archer. And then he's going to get a bonus. And he's going to attack that rat. All right. So he has a 2-handed axe. That gives him +2 damage. Kron swings. Ooh, 10 and a 12. The rat wins. That's not good. So Kron, oh, his fight is +4. So that means it's a 14 versus a 12. So the rat will be killed by Kron. So he slams the axe down, splitting the rat in two, and it explodes in a pile of gore, blood splattering on the map. Okay. So one rat is down. And that just leaves the healer. Now she has a staff. And even though kind of tempted to send her, she could move twice. I don't really want her to attack. I think we might have her sneak over and try to, I think we're going to have her sneak towards the clue marker that's back there in the corner. And she'll move 9. And yeah, either that or she heads this way, but I don't really want her to fight the zombie. She can get to the zombie. Do we risk it? What's her fight? Our healers fight Ceres, no, Elaine, Morcant. She does have a +1 fight with the staff. No, that's not. We don't want her to go by herself. We'll have her head towards 6. So she'll go down here, and then 3, 7, 8, 9. She'll go there, and then hopefully she can get to that. She'll try to get to that marker next turn. But she's kind of going off by herself there. And I believe that that is going to be everybody. All right, so now we have the event phase. So let's go ahead and see what the event is. And you basically take this deck of cards. We're going to draw the first card off of the deck. I'll stop shuffling here. And then we'll reference the book and we'll see what happens. First card we get is a 9 of Hearts. So let's see what the 9 of Hearts is. Red 9. Disease. Any figure that is reduced to 0 health during this scenario must make a health roll of 16 or suffer from disease in the next scenario. Use a figure starting health to make this roll. All right, so if somebody gets knocked out, then they're going to have to try to fend off disease. All right, round 2. It's the Ranger phase. So he could activate 3 people within 3 inches. All right, so the Squire is just within 3. He's going to do his move first. So we're going to go ahead and activate him and the Squire. He's going to go after this guy. The Squire is going to go after the chest, the clue marker. So Tomas, his trusty Squire, they don't like getting separated, but because they need to get these clues quickly, Tomas is going to run over here. As he's going to dash toward this clue marker. And since he's within 1 inch of the clue marker, we get to pick that up and we're going to make a roll on the clue table. So let's see what he gets. So the clue marker table is a D20 roll. Page 93, that is a 13. 13 is herbs. You find some herbs discarded by one of the villagers. Roll once on the herbs and potions table to see what you have discovered. This may be given to any member of the company after the scenario. Let's find out what he has discovered. So the herbs and potions table is also a D20 roll. 17. Potion of Wraithwalk. So he's found a potion of Wraithwalk. A figure that drinks this potion can move through terrain as though it were not there. This ability lasts for 1 turn after the potion is drunk. All right, so let's go ahead and mark that down, that he's got a potion of Wraithwalk. All right, so we've got that jotted down, and now we'll go back to Sir Aldric. Sir Aldric has already slain one of these zombies in the village, and he's going to use his movement to go ahead and attack the zombie that's approaching him. So he's going to pull out the sword, have at thee, foul beast, and then he's going to come over here. Is he within 1 inch of the clue marker? Let's see. He is within 1 inch of the clue marker, or I can at least have him. But his combat immediately. So I'm not sure if he should reveal the clue or not, but we'll have him fight first. And then he can reveal the clue after that. All right, so these guys are locked in combat. Let's go ahead and have them fight. Sir Aldric, I think last time, I forgot to add his fight. We won't make that same mistake twice. He's got a fight of +4. Black die is the heroes. 17 + 4 is 21. That for sure is going to hack this zombie in half. 21 minus 12. That's plenty. Zombie is slaughtered. Another victory for Sir Aldric. Now he's within 1 inch of the clue marker. He's close to 1 inch. So we'll have him make his clue marker roll. Let's see if he discovers anything. A 3. 3 on the clue marker table is the body of Aventine. You have discovered the body of the missing ranger. The figure discovering the body should make an immediate armory roll, TN of 6. If successful, it recognizes that Aventine's sword is magic and brings it with it. The sword gives +1 fight. It can be used by this figure for the rest of the scenario if it can normally use a hand weapon, and can be given to any figure in the next scenario. After that, the sword must be returned to the king's armory. All right, so this is the body of Aventine. Instead of this clue, there's a body there. He finds out that that's the body of Aventine. He needs to make an armory roll. Sir Aldric, I believe he has an armory skill. His armory skill is +3. He needs to beat a 6, so he needs a 3 or higher. 17, he finds the sword of Aventine. He's going to equip it. That's going to give him a +1 fight. All right, so Sword of Aventine. That's pretty good to find in the second round. Sword of Aventine, +1 fight. And that's going to end the Ranger phase. All right, now we are to the creature phase, and we're going to start with the ones that have the most health. I think are both the rats dead. No, the other rat is still out there. So we'll start with this zombie. He's going to move up here and attack Kron. Kron has a +4 fight. Ooh, 2 and a 12. That's an 8. The zombie wins. So he's going to hit him for 12. Kron's armor. He has an armor of 10. He's got 14 life. 12 minus 10 is 2. So Kron takes 2 points of damage. And it will stay there. Jot down that damage. And then the next zombie is going to move 4. Oh, Kron's going to get a... Nope, he still didn't roll enough. He gets a +2 because his friend is there. 4. And then this guy will engage. But he can't attack. This might be bad. And then the rat will engage. That's the last guy. So the rat is going to attack Kron as well. So these two, so the rat's going to get a +2 to his fight. He would get a +4. This will cancel out 1, so it'll be a +2. 14, Kron wins. He gets +4, 18. He kills the rat. So he's going to swing around, stab the rat. It is also dead, but he is surrounded. All right, next up is the companion phase. Now these guys, we are going to activate our healer first. Yeah, let's do that. Let's check in with the healer. He is way down there at the other end of the table. I don't know that I have a way to get us too closer to where she is, but you can see her down there. And she is going to move up to that next clue marker. So Elaine is gonna just scurry down here. First action, move of 6. She could reach it. She's gonna check it out. And we'll have her roll. Let's see what she gets. Let me see here. She's gonna get covered up by the dice view for a second. 15. Let's check what a 15 is on the clue table. 15 is herbs. You find some herbs discarded by one of the villagers. Roll once on the herbs and potion table. So she also finds some herbs. A 2. 2 on the herbs and potions table. So she has found some fire, light, leaf. The user receives +1 shoot, but -1 fight and -1 will. We'll go ahead and jot that down. Be something good to give to the archer next. All right, so now we are back to Kron and the archer. So Kron is going to swing his battle axe. He's got 2 zombies on him. He's already killed 1. He's not going to be able to move though. And the archer can't shoot at anybody within combat. Does he have a backup weapon? The archer has, what does Crow have? Bow, light armor, and quiver. Oh, he doesn't have a melee weapon. All right, so Kron is going to attack the zombie that's in front of the archer. Yeah, then that will give the archer the ability to move. So Kron's going to attack this guy. +4 fight. 17. The zombie is going to get a +2, so he has +2. That's a 19. 21 from Kron versus a 19. The 21 still beats it, and 21 will kill this guy. And then Kron is still engaged, so he's not going to move. And the archer can't shoot anybody, but I can have Crow at least move out to a more advantageous position. So I think Crow is just going to climb on top of this pyre, which would be double the inches. So it's probably take him 4 to get up here. And then he's just going to hang out on top of the pyre. So he's not able to shoot at anybody that's in combat. So that'll be his turn. And then we're going to go to Sarah's Vale. So she's trying to get into this house. The door is locked. She has to make a TN roll of 8. Her pick locks are +6, so she needs a 2 or better to pick the lock. 9 + 6, 15. She unlocks the door, and then she's going to enter the house and run in and grab that clue marker. All right, so she's picked the lock. She used her movement to go inside, right up the flight of the stairs, and she's going to roll it, and let's see what this clue marker contains. A 1. I'm pretty sure a 1 is the same for the body of Aventine, which it can't be. Hold on, let me just double check that. Clue marker. The body of Aventine. Okay. That is not it. Let me read this real quick and see what you do if it's the same roll. Okay, it says each clue marker's roll can only be obtained once. So re-roll after that. Oh, that means I have to re-roll the herbs roll too. So let's re-roll this because it can't be Aventine again. All right, that's still a 1. We have to re-roll again. Oh, good, I'm rolling these. So 9. Strange tracks. You discover some very odd tracks. Make an immediate track roll to see if you can determine their nature. And it has a success rate of 6. Does our spy have tracking? I don't think she does. Ceres, she only has picklocks and stealth. All right, so she doesn't have tracking. Let's see. And she is not able to figure out what the tracks are. And then we're going to go back to our healer, who is chilling out in the corner of the map. And we'll re-roll her. We'll re-roll her check for over here when she did that, because we got herbs twice and you can't do the same thing. So she got 6, which is a survivor. You have found a badly wounded but living villager. Treat this villager as one of your companions with the following stats: move 3, fight 0, armor 10, health and 5. All right, so she has found a villager. And let me see if I can find a mini to be the villager. All right, so instead of the herbs, he found this little villager. And the villager is with the healer. She does like to save people, so that makes good sense. All right, so we redid the roll because you can't do it twice. Okay, the spy, she's found the other clue marker. And that's everybody for the companion phase. So now we're going to go to the event phase. And our event is 8 of Hearts. Let's go ahead and see what that is. Terror. The hero with the lowest will stat on the table must make an immediate will roll of 16 or be overcome by fear. If the figure fails, it may not activate next turn. If more than one figure ties for the lowest will stat, all eligible figures must make the roll. Right, who has the lowest will? It's definitely not Sir Aldric. Tomas has +1. Elaine has +3. Ceres, the spy, has +4. Kron has +3. Crow, the archer, has +1. So it looks like it's Tomas and the archer. All of a sudden, Tomas is by himself in the corner. The archer, they have to make a +16 roll. So they need a 15 or better. All right, so let's see. For Tomas, the squire, he is not afraid. And then for the archer on top of the pyre, he is. So the archer is going to lose his next turn. All right, now we are to round 3. So far doing pretty good. Ranger phase. So the ranger is by himself. We only have one more clue marker that we need to get. All right, so Sir Aldric is going to move up to the door. There's nobody within 3 for him to group activate, unfortunately. And he needs a 10 of 8 to knock the door down. So he's going to take an action. Strength roll. Sir Aldric has a strength of +2, so he needs a 6 or better. 5 + 2 is 7. That's just enough for him to bash the door in. And then we'll continue his turn next. Now we're in the creature phase. And the only creature that's left on the board is the zombie that's going after Kron. All right, so the zombie is going to attack Kron. Kron gets a +4. Zombie gets 0. 5 plus 4 is 9, so Kron wins the combat. But that's not enough to kill it because it has a armor of 12. So he slashes his axe into the zombie, but it still is reaching out with its undead arms trying to grab him. And that is the only creature. Yep, that's it. It's just the one zombie. Dead, dead, dead. Mice dead. No other zombies have come out. So that's the end of the creature phase. So we'll go to the companion phase. And why not start with Kron swinging that axe one more time? Plus 4. Let's take this guy out. 15 plus 4 is 19. That'll do it. On his second heave, he rears back, connecting axe with neck. Head gets lopped off. That zombie is down, and then Kron can move. I don't. He'll just come over to this side of the pyre in case our buddies need some help with the healer. All right, so for the rest of the companions, our squire, he's going to move 9. He's checked this out. 6. Back here, 3. He'll start coming, heading back towards the city or towards the night. All right, so the survivor only has a move of 3. So we'll have their survivor move 4 around right there, and then our healer Elaine will just start escorting them back to the middle of the group. And of course, Crow the archer is struck with fear this turn and won't do anything. And that's going to take us to round 4, event phase. Drawing our event card. It is 7. I shuffled these. It's so weird that it's 9, 8, 7. All right, let's see what we get for an event. Event cards. Giant rats. Place 2 giant rats on the table adjacent to 2 randomly determined buildings. If possible, these rats should be placed out of the line of sight of any heroes. If that is not possible, place them as close to a hero as possible. All right, so 2 rats, 2 adjacent buildings, out of line of sight. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First rat is 6. That's down there by the blacksmith. It can be out of line of sight. I mean, it can be. They want it out of line of sight so it can't be shot. I don't. I guess it can be like back here. Can be hidden under there. So 1 is going to be in the corner of the blacksmith. So it's kind of down there in the corner, hidden. And then let's see the next building, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other one is way over here by this building on the outskirts. And that can be out of line of sight from the archer. So that one is kind of over there in the corner between the stone and this. You can't really see them right now. All right, so we'll have 2 rats to deal with on our next turn. And it's the ranger phase. So let us get back to our ranger. He has busted open the door. He's going to enter the room, get the clue marker, and then we'll roll a d20 and we'll see what we get. 11. Has anybody rolled an 11 yet? Mutilated body. You discover a body with some strange bite marks that appear to have been poisonous. Make an immediate survival roll, TN6, to see if you can determine their nature. All right, so Sir Aldric, does he have survivor? His survival is +2. So that means he needs a 4 or better. 19, great. So he is able to determine the nature of those poisonous bites. And then that's going to take us to the creature phase. So those rats are going to move 9. All the clues have been discovered, so there's no target value, no target location for them to go to. So they'll head towards the nearest hero. I think this guy's just going to go 6. He'll move 6. And then 7, 8, 9, about halfway. So he's going after Tomas. And then this one is going to go 6. Oh, let me switch that. The first rat moved from this corner 9 inches down here. And then the second rat is moving 6. And then it's going to go 3 more. They'll probably put it right about here. Trying to get close to one of our other heroes. All right, so that's going to take us to the companion phase. So I think let's go ahead and start with our archer on top of the pyre. He's shaking off the fear. He's going to take a shot at the rat that's running up behind Tomas. 5. His shoot is pros shoot is +2. That's going to give him a 7 versus the 4 of the rat. The rat has a armor of 6 and it only has 1 life, so that 7 is just enough to splatter the rat. All right, that rat is down. All right, so then what are we gonna do next? I think Tomas, does he want to run next to, well, we'll do Kron. Kron's gonna run up to this rat and attack it with +4. Over in the corner over there. Make sure we get him out of the way. 20 is a critical hit, plus he obliterates it. The rat just gets turned into dust. It's so destroyed that there's no more, you can't even tell there's a rat there. It's just a splatter mark. All right, next up, our companions are going to move 4. Let's see, our healer and the villager. They're just going to move up a little bit there. These guys are going to move 4. They're just going to stick together. It's going to take the villager back to Kron. And then we're going to have Sarasville, the spy. She's got a move of 6. She'll come down from the building, start heading back towards the center of town. All right, and then lastly, Tomas. He's going to move 6. And he's going to get down there, go into the building, right in the corner there with Sir Aldric. And that way he can do a group move next turn. After that, now all of our companions have moved. And we are going to go ahead and see what the next event is going to be. It is the Ace of Hearts. Zombies. Place 4 additional zombies on the table at the same position as the starting 4. All right, so 4 more zombies are going to come out. Let's see, the corners. I'll probably use one of these bodies. So I'm going to have 1 down here, 1 over here, 1 up here, And then we'll reuse this guy. Be about there. All right, now we are back to the Ranger phase. All right, so probably gonna have to try to get to the center of. I have to try to get to the center of the table. So that's gonna be where round 5. Ranger phase. We're gonna do a group activation of the Squire and Sir Aldric. And I don't think we can get close enough to any of them from where we are in the house. We're gonna move. Sir Aldric's gonna move 6. He's gonna come out here. We're gonna get there, and Tomas is gonna flank him, and then they're gonna be back to back, and just get ready to take on any of the zombies. So it's because they should be the closest heroes to those two. And then we're gonna have the creature phase. The zombies can move 4. +2 is 6. So this guy's going to go 4, 5, 6. He's going to be within an inch. So he's going to snap 2. He won't be able to attack yet. But I think we're going to have Sir Aldric use his heroic ability. He's going to use Flashing Blade. Or he can use Quick Strike. When the enemy forces combat, he gets a free attack. Let's do Quick Strike because combat was just forced. And we'll see if he can take this guy out. So he's going to get 4 + 2 because we want to do it before the other zombie comes so that we get the +2 bonus. So he's got a +6. Wow. 3 + 6 is 9. That's not enough. And 13. So the zombie will win. But Sir Aldric has a armor of 13, so he won't take any damage. So the zombie's fist just clatters off of his armor. The other zombie is going to move 4 + 2 is 6. And he's about an inch away. So he's going to be in combat. But they won't attack yet. So the Squire will get one chance at taking that guy out. Okay. That's the creatures. Oh, there's more creatures. There's more creatures as we go over here to another area. Looks like our spy might be in trouble. So this zombie, it can move 4 and then 2 is 6 and it will engage. It's going to engage our spy, Ceres. And then lastly, this zombie will engage Kron. They never learn. Messing with Kron is not the best idea so far. All right, so those two are engaged back there. So he will get to attack. So Kron gets a +4. 16 + 4 is 20. And he kills it. So hack, another zombie goes down. And now it is the companions phase. So what are we gonna do? So we could have Ceres try to shove. Ceres, she also has a spell called Distraction. All right, so we are in the companions phase. We are going to have Kron activate and start moving towards Ceres. See if he can help her out. So he can move 6. Don't think he's going to engage though. He's just going to move 6 because we want to try to give a shot to the archer. So then Cirrus is going to do a fight. She's going to fight. She's got a dagger. Her fight is... Well, actually, he will. So then she can get a +2 bonus. So he is going to give her a +2 bonus. So her fight is a +1. No, her fight's a +3. +2, so she gets a +5. 1 + 5 is 6. That is not enough. She did win the fight, though, so she's going to shove the zombie back 1 inch so that it's not in combat with her. So she's going to shove it back. And then we're going to have Crow, the archer, take a shot. So he's going to fire his bow. Wow, 16. Crow is not doing good. He misses. I don't think he's hit a shot yet. We're going to have our healer, Elaine, and the villager move 4. We'll get closer up to this area. And then we're going to have our squire attack. It's going to be a flat attack. So Tomas, he's going to swing his sword. He gets a +2 fight at the zombie that's attacking him. All right, so we had the villagers move up. And we're just going to come back over here. And Tomas is going to be attacking the zombie there. 14 + 3, 17. So Tomas kills it. Fantastic. And that is everybody. Event phase. Let's see what we get for an event. It is 2 of hearts. More zombies. Place 2 additional zombies on the table at the center point of 2 different randomly determined table edges. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So first one is going to be 4. That's by the blacksmith. Second one is going to be 1. So across from us. All right. So we'll get those zombies out. We'll have to use some of these dead ones. Wait, let me see if I have some more in a box back here that I can grab real quick. So 2 more zombies. We'll have those guys come out. So one's back here. And one's back here. And now it is round 6. It's going to be the ranger phase. Attack and move, move and attack. So we're going to go back down to the table. And Sir Aldric and his squire are both going to get activated. So I think we're going to have him activate his squire first. Squire's going to come over here with a +3 attack. Oh, that's not good. 3 +3 is 6. That's a miss. The zombie wins the combat with a 13. Squire. Tomas has an armor of 11, so Tomas is going to take 2 damage. He's got a health of 12, so he's down to 10 health. So Tomas. Okay. Got 10 life. All right, Sir Aldric's going to attack. He's got Aventine's sword, which is going to give him a +5. So he's got a +7 in his attack. 8 + 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, armor of 12. He does 2 damage to the zombie. It is not dead, though. The zombie is going to have 4 life. And do we want to push it back or stay there? I think we'll stay. I don't think we get any advantage to... He's not going to want to leave Sir Aldric. He could do his other heroic ability. Let's have him go ahead and do Flashing Blade. It's a free attack with no action. Let's see if we can figure this guy out. Flashing Blade, 17, that'll do it. He hacks this zombie down. Now we'll go to the creature phase. 4 and 6, so 2 moves. That'll get them up there. They'll snap 2, but it won't be able to attack yet. And then this zombie will move up here. And he will attack Varys. 14. Varys gets the +2. +3. She has +5. That's 21. That will kill this zombie. Good on her. And then this one is going to move 6 and snap 2. But it won't be able to attack yet. Then it's going to be the companions phase. So we'll have, he already activated. He has to wait. Let's see. She has heal, but she doesn't need to do that. We'll have our healer and the villager just post up here, trying to stay safe. Cerys is going to attack the zombie that ran up on her. Going to get a +5. 10 + 5 is 15. -1 damage is 14. So she hits it. It's not dead though. She'll push it back 1. Same strat as before. Crow the archer. Now he's going to try to let loose an arrow. 7 + 2 is 9. The arrow sinks into the zombie but doesn't kill it. Still ineffective. And then Kron's going to run up with his +4. And he's going to take another swing with the axe. 14, 18. He strikes it down. Next event. 4 of hearts. Zombie. Place a zombie adjacent to one randomly determined clue marker. 1 through 6. 2. So we'll say 1, 2. We'll say the first 2 clues were the ones that were in the building. So it'll come out right there. We're in round 7. Ranger phase. Second to last round. We're group activate. Sir Aldric is going to attack. No, we'll let the squire attack. Yeah, we're going to have the squire attack. All right, so squire is going to attack the zombie that's there. He's going to get a +5. 18 + 5, even though the 19 is higher, that will kill it for sure. And then they've got movements. So move has to be first. So they didn't move because of the group activation. That's going to end their turn. Then we're going to go to the creature phase. The zombie that came out there is going to attack Cerys. She must not have noticed that there were so many zombies in the house. All right, so she's going to turn around, try to deal with this guy. 5 and 3. That is going to give her, she's going to win the combat. 8. And then she'll push it back. That's going to be the end of the creature phase. Companion phase. We'll start with Crow the Archer. So he's hitting, he hit the last one, but it didn't get it in a vital organ. He's going to fire his bow. 13 + 3 is 16. Crow shoot is +3, right? Crow shoot is +2. So that means it's a 15. 15 minus the armor of 12. So the zombie takes 3 damage, but it is not dead. Which means Kron is going to run up on the zombie another beast. 11 plus 4, 15. That's not enough. 16 beats it. So this zombie manages to hit Kron. It's the second time he got hit. He has an armor of 10. And his current health, he's going to take 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's taken 6 damage so far. So he is a little bit hurt. We'll have Ceres come up with the dagger. He's going to get a +5 with Kron's aid. 4 plus 5 is 9. Oh, the 11. This zombie hits her too. Though this is a tough one. So Ceres, she's got armor of 11. It rolled an 11. So her leather armor is going to absorb the bite. It just bites down into one of her pauldrons, but doesn't find purchase on her skin. All right. I think we're going to have our healer, Elaine. Let me see this. How close does she have to be? All right. So Elaine just needs to be within 6 inches of the hero. So she is going to come over here. Gonna get about right there, and then she is going to cast heal using one of her spell slots on Kron, and that's going to heal him for 5. So right now he only has 1 damage on him, and that's one of her heal spells are gone. She's got 1 left, and then we'll have the villager just kind of post up a little bit by there. Then we are in the event phase. 3 of hearts. That event is going to be close to the end. 3 of hearts. Zombies. Place 2 additional zombies on the table at the center point of 2 different randomly determined table edges. More zombies. 2 additional zombies. So let's see what the table edges are going to be. It's going to be, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 is down here, and 4. So same as before. More zombies are just flooding in from the outskirts. Let's see. It's interesting. I thought it was going to be a little more of a cakewalk, and then all the zombies started coming out at the end. All right, round 8. So this is our final round. All we have to do is get through this. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do? I think we're just going to... do a group activation. I don't think we're going to be able to kill these guys that are on the table edge. Let's see. If we move 6... Oh, we can get there. Yeah, we can get there. So Ranger phase, group activation. They're going to move 6. Both of these guys. That will let them... That will be enough for them to snap into combat with that zombie that just entered the board, and they're going to try to finish him off. First, we're going to have Tomas swing his sword. 15 plus 2. That's a 17 plus 2 from Sir Aldric, plus 2 from himself, so 4. That's 21. The squire slays the creature. That's going to complete the ranger phase. Now we are in the creature phase, and that's going to take us way back over here to this zombie that seems to be super strong. All right, so who is the zombie going to attack? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, Varys. 4, 5, 6, Kron. It's going to go after Kron. He's going to have a plus. Kron has a savage profile. He gets +4, +2 from Varys. So he has a +6. And he loses the fight. Hits him with a 10. His armor is a 10, so he doesn't take any damage. And then that just leaves the last zombie that spawned. It can make it. Yep. That last zombie is also, it's going to come over here. And he's also going to attack Kron. This time, Kron is only going to have his +4 because the 2 +2s are going to cancel out. 14 + 4 is 18. 18 minus 12 is 6. So he immediately kills the new one that runs up. Companion phase, Varys is going to attack it. Or Ceres, our spy. She gets a +3, +2 from Kron, so +5. 5 + 3 is 8. That's not enough. Kron is going to attack it. He's going to get a +6. 3 + 6 is 9. That's not enough. Kron's going to push it back. Let's see if Crow can finally hit a shot. Can you hit it, Crow? It's long. 15 + 2 is 17. He did it. He finally hits a headshot on the zombie and kills it. And that is the end of the companion phase. The last event is going to be a 5 of hearts. I don't think the last event is going to matter, but we'll just see what it says. 5 of hearts, giant rat. Place 1 giant rat as near to a hero as it can get while still being in contact with the building. If more than 1 hero would qualify, randomly roll. Okay, well, we don't need to do that because we are at the end. So there's not going to be any more combat. All right, so now let's check out our outcome and experience. None of our heroes were downed. All right, so let's take a look at our outcome and experience. Assuming the Rangers have survived, proceed to scenario 2. All figures that survive regain their full health. Rangers gain experience points for the following achievements: +2 XP for each giant rat or zombie killed, +6 for each clue marker uncovered, +12 if Avantine's body is discovered, +5 if Avantine's sword is discovered, +15 if a survivor is found and lives to the end of the scenario, +6 if the tracks are discovered, +6 if the mutilated body is discovered and the nature of the bite marks successfully determined. So we got everything except for the tracks. So we didn't get the tracks. So let's see. How many? So that's going to be 12 for Aventine, 5 for the sword. Let me add this up and see. All right, I may have to double check my math, but I think we got 106 XP, which will be enough to level up. 2 XP for each giant rat or zombie killed. So we killed 16, 12 zombies, 4 rats. That's 32 XP. 6 XP for each clue marker, so that's 36. Because there were 6 clue markers, we found all of them. +17 for Avantine's body and sword. +15 for the survivor that was found and lived. And 6 for the mutilated body. So I came out to roughly 106. Either way, our ranger can go to level 2. Because once you have 100 XP, you can level up. Our companions only get progression points once they complete an entire mission. So this is just part 1 of the mission. All right, and when you level up in this game, to go for the first 5 levels, it will cost 100 experience points to level up. So it will subtract 100 from what we get. And at level 1, you get to improve skills as your first ranger level bonus. And we would get to increase my skills by a total of +5 for Sir Aldric. The maximum he may spend on any one skill is +2. So you could increase 5 skills by +1 each, 1 by +2, and 3 by +1, or 2 by +2 and 1 by +1. And that's what we will be able to do once we level up. And we can do that in between scenarios. So if we decide to play scenario 2, we would get Sir Aldric leveled up and he'd have a little bit better skills. All right. That's going to conclude our playthrough. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy Rangers of Shadowdeep content and like to see it continue. Be sure to share if you haven't subbed yet. A sub will always be appreciated. Enjoy your day. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.